Hi everyone, very good afternoon. Welcome to the channel. So in this session we are going to discuss module A, which is Indian economic architecture. We are going to cover top 100 MCQs out of all the important subtopics mentioned over there, right? So stay tuned and I want all of you to answer the questions quickly, okay? Let's begin with the first question. Okay, just a second. Just a second. Yeah, so let's start. The first question is in front of you. Tell me what will be the answer. What happens if a bank does not meet its priority sector lending targets? If a bank does not meet the PSL targets, what happens? Which of the following options will be the correct one? The correct answer here would be the bank will be required to contribute to the Rural Infrastructure Development Fund, RIDF and other funds with NABARD, NHB, SIDBI और मुद्रा लिमिटेड etc. तो अगर आप नहीं उसमें follow करते हैं, if you do not meet the PSL target, you will be contributing to these entities, right? So option B will be the right answer. Remember that. Next question. Priority sector lending certificates are mechanisms that allow banks to meet their priority sector lending targets. Okay, these certificates do not involve the transfer of risk or loan assets, but rather fulfill the regulatory requirement. What are the priority sector lending certificate or where are these traded? So the question is, where are these certificates traded? इनको trade कहाँ किया जाता है, right? The correct answer would be eKuber portal of RBI. Option C will be the right answer, everyone. Note it down. These certificates are traded over the eKuber portal of RBI. Next question, if you see. What is the maximum limit for interest subvention and prompt repayment incentive available under the Kisan Credit Card Scheme for short-term crop loans and short-term loans for allied activities? Here, if you look at the options, the correct option will be option B, 3 lakh for crop loans and 2 lakh for allied activities. Option B is the right answer. Remember that, okay? 3 lakh for crop loans and 2 for allied activities. Next one, under the DAY NRLM scheme by the Ministry of Rural Development, what is the maximum amount of revolving fund support provided to self-help groups that meet the required conditions? The correct answer here will be option D, 30,000 per SHG. Okay, so the amount here would be, maximum amount would be 30,000 per self-help group. Next question. According to the guidelines issued by Indian Banks Association, what is the minimum overdraft facility provided to every women self-help group member with a Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana account? So here the correct answer will be option C, rupees 5,000. Remember, okay, 5,000 rupees. Next one. Under the self-employment program component of DAY-NULM, what is the minimum percentage of women beneficiaries that must be included? Minimum percentage. That must be included over there. So remember, it is 30%. Okay. The correct answer would be 30%, everyone. Remember this, 30% should be the minimum beneficiaries, women beneficiaries, 30%. The next one is under self-employment program of DAY-NULM. What is the maximum unit project cost of setting up an individual micro-enterprise under the loan and subsidy scheme? Here, the correct answer would be rupees 2 lakh. Okay, so the maximum will be 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh rupees, remember. Next, what is the priority sector lending target for small finance banks in the agriculture sector as a percentage of their adjusted net bank credit or CEOB? Here, the correct answer would be 18%. Okay. Answer C. Option C will be the right answer here, remember. 18% of their A and B C or CEOBE. Next question. What is the target for lending to small and marginal farmers in the agriculture category for SFB within the overall agriculture target? Within the overall agriculture target. Here the right answer would be 10% of A and B C or CEOB. That is 10% of your adjusted net bank credit or CEOB. Okay. Next. What is the target for lending to micro enterprises for urban cooperative banks according to the new overall target for the year 2025? तो ये आपका updated भी है, becomes more important. Here the correct answer will be option C. 7.5% of A and B C or CEOB. Then next one is, what is the target for advances to weaker sections for UCBs in 25-26 as a percentage of A and B C or CEOB? Here the target would be 12%. Okay, option C will be the right answer. 12%. Then, what is the maximum loan amount considered for PSL under the weaker sections category for individual women beneficiaries particularly? So, for the individual women beneficiaries here, the correct answer would be 2 lakh rupees. Okay, the right answer will be option B. Remember, 2 lakh rupees is the right answer. Next question. According to the master directions from financial year 24-25 onwards, what weight will be assigned to incremental priority sector credit in districts with comparatively low credit flow? This is again important, right, coming from your master directions. So that is going to be 125%. 125%. Option D. Look at it, 125%. Next question. What is the maximum loan amount for loans against pledge or hypothecation of agriculture produce provided to individual farmers or proprietorship firms or farmers? Here, the answer would be, as per the agriculture sector guidelines, it would be 90 lakh. Okay, option B. 90 lakh, remember. Next one, what is the maximum loan amount available to FPO involved in farming with assured marketing of their price at a of their produce at a predetermined price? These are the options. Next one is 10 crore, right? So the correct answer here will be 10 crore. Option A. Next question. What is the maximum loan amount available to corporate farmers, farmer produce organization, farmer produce companies for a period not exceeding 12 months? In this case, it would be 4 crore rupees. Okay. तो PSL से related guidelines आपकी बहुत important है. PSL से related we have tried to cover number of facts here. कौन से maximum minimum requirements हैं? What is the aggregate loan limit for agriculture infrastructure that can be sanctioned per borrower from the banking system? Aggregate loan limit per borrower is 100 crore rupees. Remember, okay? 100 crores per borrower. Option C. Next question. According to PSL, what is the maximum loan limit that can be provided to startups engaged in agriculture and allied services? Startups के लिए कितना है maximum? तो remember, startups के लिए it would be 50 crores. That is option C. Okay. So the correct answer will be 50 crores. Option C. Then, what is the maximum export credit limit per borrower for domestic banks, wholly owned subsidiaries of foreign banks, and urban cooperative banks for incremental export credit over the corresponding date of the preceding years? So here the answer would be 50 crores, right? The correct answer will be 50 crores. Option D. Next question. What is the revised limit for loans to individuals for educational purposes, including vocational courses, to be considered eligible for PSL or priority sector classification? Again, very very important fact. PSL से related लगभग सारे facts ही आपके लिए important है, बहुत important topic है PSL. इसके लिए आपका आंसर होगा 25 लाख. Okay, 25 for vocational, educational, etc. 25 lakh rupees. Remember that. Revised limit बताइए for bank loans to borrowers for renewable energy based power generators, very important, and public utilities like street light systems and remote village electrification to be eligible under priority sector classification. That is going to be 35 crore rupees. Okay, option C is the right answer. Next question. ये कहाँ पर ट्रेड होते हैं? So we have already discussed this question. I think this is repetition. So e-कुबेर पर ट्रेड होते हैं the PSL certificates, right? Now, this was about set of questions from PSL. Next, we have certain questions from sustainable development topic or climate change. Very, very important. Tell me. Okay, so question. This is the question. How many SDGs and targets are included in 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development adopted by 193 member nations of United Nations? So, you all know the correct answer is 17 SDG and 169 targets, right? Option B. There are 17 SDGs with 169 targets. The Sustainable Development Goals aim to stimulate action over the next 15 years in areas of critical importance. So, which of the following combination best reflects the key areas of focus? Sustainable Development Goal ke key areas of focus you have to tell me, which are the 5 P's, as I have discussed in the classes also. Tell me. The correct answer would be option B here. People, prosperity, planet, peace and partnership. Remember, option B. People, prosperity, planet, peace and partnership. Next question. Which goal of the SDG focuses on reducing inequality within and among countries? Reducing inequality, which goal deals with it? Goal number 10 deals with it. Okay, option B will be the right answer here. Goal number 10. Next question. Where is the Secretariat of United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change located? So the Secretariat, you all must remember this, is located in Bonn, Germany. Option C will be the right answer here. Bonn, Germany, it is headquartered at. Okay, Bonn, Germany. Next question. The Kyoto Protocol places heavier burden on the developed countries for reducing greenhouse emission based on which of the following principle? Kyoto Protocol ka principle, you all must remember, this is common but differentiated responsibilities, right? Option B is the right answer. Common but differentiated responsibilities. Next, what is the long-term temperature goal set by Paris Agreement to address climate change? The correct answer will be to hold the global temperature increase to well below 2 degrees centigrade above the pre-industrial levels and pursue efforts to limit it to 1.5 degrees centigrade. That is option B, remember. Next question. Where will 2025 UN Climate Change Conference take place? COP30 कहाँ होने जा रहा है? COP30 remember होगा Belém, Brazil. Okay, Belém, Brazil. So here your correct answer will be option C, Belém, Brazil. और COP29 आपका हुआ था बाकू, अजरबैजान में. Remember that. By which year does India aims to achieve net zero emissions according to long-term low emission development strategy? Which year? You must remember this thing. It is by 2070. Option E will be the right answer. Next. Which fund was established to support developing countries in addressing the challenges of climate change by limiting greenhouse gas emissions and adapting its effects? Which fund was established for this purpose? So it was Green Climate Fund. Okay, option B will be the right answer here. It was Green Climate Fund. Next question. What is the investment target of ISA, International Solar Alliance? बहुत important है. Under its towards 1000 strategy by year 2030. Investment target भी इसका $1000 billion ही है. Remember, option C will be the right answer. $1000 billion. Next question. ISA was conceived as a joint effort between which of the two countries? You all must know ISA is a joint effort of India and France. Option D, India and France will be the right answer. Next thing, which country recently became 104th full-time member of International Solar Alliance? Armenia. The correct answer will be option B, Armenia. Okay. Next, where is the headquarters of ISA? ISA ka headquarters, it is in Gurugram, India only, right? Remember, option C, Gurugram. Next one, which type of bond is specifically issued to finance environment-friendly projects like renewable energy, clean transportation? Of course, they are known as green bonds. Option C, green bonds. Next one, which Indian bank was the first to issue a green bond worth rupees 1,000 crores in 2015? So this bank was your Yes Bank. Okay, option D, Yes Bank was the first one to issue green bonds. Remember that. Next one, what is the target percentage for ethanol blending? Very, very important, under the ethanol blended petrol program by 2025 as outlined in the National Policy on Biofuels 2018 की पॉलिसी में क्या टारगेट था आपको ये बताना है up to 2025 which was to be achieved. So the target was 20% blending of ethanol. Remember, option C will be the right answer here, 20% ethanol blending. Next, what is the full form of CHAMP initiative which was launched at COP28 to support efficient planning, financing and implementation of climate strategies? CHAMP initiative का full form क्या है? CHAMP initiative का full form है आपका Coalition for High Ambition Multi-Level Partnership for Climate Action. Option A only, right? Option A is the right answer. Remember this full form. Then where was COP29 held? As I told you, COP29 हुआ था Baku in Azerbaijan. Okay, it was held in Baku, Azerbaijan. Option B. Next, who jointly implements the Ecomark scheme by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change? इसको कौन jointly implement करता है? पूछा हुआ question है, बताइए. It is jointly implemented by CPCB and BIS. Okay, so the correct answer here would be option B, CPCB and BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards and Central Pollution Control Board. What is the name of the web-based application developed by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change for online submission and monitoring of clearing proposals? बहुत important है, क्या नाम है इस web-based portal का, बताइए. Yes, any answers? The web-based portal is named as परिवेश. परिवेश है, ध्यान रखना है आपको. The name is परिवेश. परिवेश, okay. Next one. At COP26, India underlined the need for life. Okay, so life. What does life stand for in the context of India's climate action? हमने COP26 में life को highlight किया था. What does life stands for? So remember, life stands for lifestyle for environment, right? Lifestyle for environment. The extension of life here would be lifestyle for environment. Option A will be the right answer. Next one, what is the total financial outlay for National Green Hydrogen Mission approved by Union Cabinet in January 23? 23 का आपसे यहाँ पर पूछा है डेटा. I think ये इकोनॉमिक सर्वे या बजट में अपडेट हो गया होगा. तो 23 के हिसाब से 19,744 crores will be the right answer here. Now, moving on to certain questions from poverty and unemployment set. Gini coefficient. Gini coefficient is a measure of inequality of distribution. It is defined as a ratio between which of the following values? So remember, Gini coefficient is defined between 0 to 1, right? 0 means there is no inequality and 1 means there is complete inequality. Okay. Next one. According to World Bank's data, which of the following is the global poverty line at present? अभी present में हमारी global poverty line क्या है? As per the World Bank. Tell me, what is the global poverty line? Anyone? The correct answer here would be option B, $2.19 per person per day. $2.19 per person per day. Okay, this is the global poverty line, $2.19. Next question. Which of the following is the graphical representation of income inequality or wealth inequality? Income inequality को जब हम graphically represent करते हैं, उस graph को हम बोलते हैं Lorentz curve, right? Income inequality का graphical representation is option D, Lorentz curve, right? You know this, Lorentz curve is the graphical representation of, no, not J curve, it is Lorentz curve. Income inequality is depicted by Lorentz curve. This is your line of equality and this is Lorentz curve. Remember that, okay? Now, next question. Consider the following statements about the mixed reference period introduced by Suresh Tendulkar committee, and you have to select the incorrect one out of these statements. Read them carefully, select the incorrect one. सुरेश तेंदुलकर कमेटी ने जो मिक्स रेफरेंस पीरियड इंट्रोड्यूस किया था उसके बारे में अब बताइए विच वन इज द इनकरेक्ट वन. तेंदुलकर कमेटी का चेंज आपको इसमें बताना है. So if you see, Tendulkar group changed reference period to past 2 years. This is incorrect. It changed it to past 1 year for the durable items and 30 days for non-durable ones. Okay, remember, past 1 year was there for durable ones and 30 days was there for the non-durable one. Hence, option A is the incorrect option here. 1 year था और 30 days था. All right, next question. In 2011-12, what was the poverty line given by Tendulkar committee for rural areas? Rural areas के लिए poverty line क्या थी by the Tendulkar committee? Yes, anyone? So remember, it was 816 per capita per month, 816 rupees. Option D will be the right answer here. Remember that. Next question. As per the latest SBI report, there has been a remarkable decline in rural poverty, estimated at 4.86% in financial year 2024, and urban poverty estimated at 4.09. Now, this sharp decline in rural poverty ratio is an account of higher consumption growth. तो यहाँ पर आपको fill करना था, sorry, these are already filled. So, anyway, try to remember 4.86 and 4.09 they have been declined. Also, poverty हमने काफी कम कर ली है, and this is the latest SBI report which says it. So 4.86 and 4.09. Option C will be the right answer here. Next one. When we are talking about activity status in terms of poverty calculation, is determined on the basis of reference period of last 365 days preceding the date of survey. It is known as which of the following? It is known as usual status. Okay, remember that. It is known as usual status. Option C will be the right answer here. यूजुअल एक्टिविटी या यूजुअल स्टेटस बोलते हैं हम. Which of the following is the graphical representation of the inverse relationship between inflation and unemployment rate? Inflation rate and unemployment rate. ये तो आप लोग बताएंगे मुझे. Tell me the graphical representation of the inverse relationship between inflation rate and unemployment rate. The curve is known as, it is very famous, quite popular in your topic in inflation and all. So the correct answer here would be, anyone wants to tell me? The correct answer is Phillips curve, right? Option B. Remember, it is Phillips curve. All right. This is the Phillips curve, inverse relationship between inflation rate and unemployment rate, Phillips curve. The next question. What is international poverty line for countries in the lower middle income group? कंट्रीज जो लोअर मिडिल इनकम ग्रुप में है उनके लिए इंटरनेशनल पॉवर्टी लाइन है आपका 3. वैसे तो 2.15 है लेकिन ग्रुप के हिसाब से भी है, तो जो लोअर मिडिल इनकम ग्रुप है एज पर द लेटेस्ट क्लासिफिकेशन इट इज 3.65 US dollars. Option A. Okay, 3.65. Next question. Now covering 5-year plans in NITI Aayog in the questions. Which 5-year plan in India, also known as Mahalanobis plan, focused on rapid industrialization with an emphasis on heavy and basic industries? Which plan focused on heavy and basic industries? It is also known as the Mahalanobis plan. So here, remember, it was the second 5-year plan, 56A 61. Option B is the right answer. It was the second 5-year plan, Mahalanobis plan. And first was, you all know, was Harrod-Domar model. Next question. Which 5-year plan launched from 2012 to 17 emphasized faster, sustainable and more inclusive growth in response to global financial crisis, aiming to restore rapid economic growth while addressing poverty reduction, environment sustainability and infrastructure development? आप टाइम पीरियड से ही गेस वर्क कर सकते हैं. सिंस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 12-17, इट इज गोइंग टू बी डेफिनेटली द 12th 5-year प्लान, जो लास्ट प्लान था, राइट? 12th 5-year प्लान. ऑप्शन ई इज द राइट आंसर है. सस्टेनेबिलिटी की बात यहाँ पर डिटेल में इन्होंने की थी. देन हु इज द एक्स ऑफिशियो चेयरमैन ऑफ नीति आयोग, which is the premier think tank, policy think tank of the government of India, and which has also replaced the erstwhile Planning Commission. Ex officio chairman of NITI Aayog is Prime Minister of India. Okay, so Prime Minister of India is the ex officio chairperson of NITI Aayog. Remember that. Which mission under NITI Aayog was launched to boost innovation and entrepreneurship in schools and startups across India through initiatives, you know, like Atal Tinkering Labs and Atal Incubation Centers? So what was the name of the mission here? It was Atal Innovation Mission. Option E. Atal Innovation Mission, right? Next one. When was the Aspirational Districts program, which is a flagship initiative launched by Prime Minister, when was it launched? तो Aspirational Districts program आपका कब launch हुआ था? बस इतना सा बताइए. Aspirational Districts. It was launched in 2018. Okay. Option B. It was launched in 2018. आपको यह ध्यान रखना है. Aspirational Districts program is important. Next one. Which of the following state ranks highest in the Agriculture Marketing and Farmer Friendly Reforms Index developed by NITI Aayog for implementing agricultural reforms? Here, the correct answer, I think, will be Maharashtra. Yes, Maharashtra. Option D. Option D is the right answer. Maharashtra has ranked at the top in this index. Now you have certain set of questions. So for them, you will have to read the paragraph first. Just read this paragraph, everyone. It is an international financial institution to promote global economic stability and cooperation. Its primary role is to ensure stability of international monetary systems by providing financial assistance to countries facing balance of payment problems. It offers financial support through lending programs, often with conditions aimed at economic reform. ये लाइन आपके लिए sufficient होनी चाहिए to identify the organization. It also monitors global economic trends, offers policy advice, etc. Right? Which institution is described in this paragraph? First question. Which institution is described here? So it is, anyone? It is IMF, International Monetary Fund. IMF is described here. Next question. How much can a member borrow from this organization based on the quota? IMF में कोटा के बेसिस पे कितना एक मेंबर कंट्री जो है वो बोरो कर सकता है? So 200 and 600%, remember, 200% annually and 600% cumulatively. Option B will be the right answer. Next question. Which of the following currencies are part of the special drawing rights basket? SDR basket में कौन कौन सी currencies हैं? You must remember this thing. Tell me anyone, SDR basket में कौन कौन सी currencies हैं? The SDR basket has which of the following currencies listed over there? So you have US dollar, you have euro, you have Japanese yen, pound sterling, and Chinese renminbi. So option B is the right answer. Which of the following statements about special drawing rights are or is incorrect? SDRs are available in notes and coins for physical exchange? No. SDR कोई currency नहीं है. This one is incorrect. Option C is incorrect. SDR कोई currency नहीं है. SDR unit of account है जिसमें members के quota को express किया जाता है in terms of SDR, that how much a country has quota subscription in IMF, right? So C1 is the incorrect. Next. Which currency was added to the SDR in the last amendment? Last में कौन सी currency add हुई है in the SDR? So remember, last में Chinese renminbi was added. Option B is the right answer. Chinese renminbi. Next, India का quota share along with its 3 constituency recently has increased. As a result, India became India became 8th largest quota holding countries from which position earlier? So India has improved this position from 11th rank. Remember, 11th से हम 8th पर आए हैं, right? Earlier the position was 11th. Presently the position is 8th. 11th से 8. Then next question. When is the Global Economic Prospects report issued by World Bank? World Bank Global Economic Prospects कब issue करता है? It is issued in January and June, right? It is issued in January and June. Option B. Next one. Which organization publishes the Ease of Doing Business report, which provides for objective measures of business regulations? Ease of Doing Business report is published by which of the following organization? You must remember this is published by World Bank. Next question. Which countries are involved in the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership? Which of the following countries are there in RCEP? And you must remember, India did not sign RCEP. India decided to come out of RCEP. It is not a member of RCEP, right? So presently you have China, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, South Korea, and ASEAN countries. So option B will be the right answer here. Option B will be the right answer. Okay, these are the countries in RCEP as of now: China, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, South Korea, and ASEAN countries. Next, where is the headquarters of Asian Development Bank? Asian Development Bank का headquarter कहाँ है? These are the options. It is headquartered in Manila, remember, Philippines. Option C, Manila in Philippines. Then this is about Swift code. How many characters does a Swift code generally has? स्विफ्ट कोड जो होता है आपका विच इज़ यूज्ड फॉर बैंकिंग इंफॉर्मेशन रिलेशन ट्रांजेक्शंस, तो जितने भी आपके बैंकिंग से रिलेटेड इंफॉर्मेशन का ट्रांजेक्शन होता है उसके लिए स्विफ्ट कोड यूज होता है. स्विफ्ट कोड इज जनरली 8 और 11 कैरेक्टर्स. ऑप्शन बी 8 और 11. According to 23-24 Periodic Labor Force Survey report, what is the unemployment rate for individuals aged 15 years and above in 23-24 as mentioned in the latest economic survey? अभी आपकी economic survey based questions आ रहे हैं, बहुत important है. Economic survey based data is very important. Tell me here. So here the rate was 3.2%. Remember, option C will be the right answer. Okay, 3.2%. Next question. Which of the following statements is incorrect regarding the trend in social services expenditure as per the economic survey? So if you look at option second, that it grew at, 12% of CAGR? No. It grew at 15%. Okay, so B is incorrect. It grew at the SSC sector. The social services expenditure grew at 12% CAGR according to the economic survey. Option B is the incorrect one. As per the economic survey, how many houses have been completed under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana since its inception in 2016? तब से लेकर अभी तक कितने हाउसेस कंप्लीट हो चुके हैं? As per the economic survey data, the correct answer would be 2.69 crores. Remember, option C. Okay, 2.69 crores have been completed. As mentioned in the economic survey, which of the following measures has been implemented under Manrega to ensure transparency and eliminate leakages? मनरेगा के लिए हमने जियो टैगिंग की है, राइट? सो जियो टैगिंग ऑफ वर्क बिफोर, ड्यूरिंग एंड आफ्टर कंप्लीशन, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. जियो टैगिंग. Next one. According to World Bank paper, what percentage of workforce is engaged in khadi sector are women? What percentage of workforce in khadi sector are women? 70, 56.1, 80, 60 or 50? Remember, 80% of workforce in khadi are women. World Bank का data है ये 80%. As mentioned in the economic survey, which organizations partner to empower rural women entrepreneurs through the WEFEP program, which is Women Entrepreneur Financial Empowerment Program, WEFEP. WEFEP program के लिए किस किस organization ने partner किया है? So the correct answer here would be NRLM with the GAME. Okay. So NRLM has partnered with GAME. Option B is the right answer. Remember this thing for this project. NRLM and GAME. Okay. National Rural Livelihood Mission with Grameen Agency for Management and Empowerment, GAIIB. They have partnered for this project. The next question, as of 10th January 2025, which of the following is incorrect regarding मनरेगा? As of 10th January 2025 इसलिए हम कह रहे हैं क्योंकि हमने इसको recently एक बड़े achievement में हमने cover किया था. Tell me. So if you look at this one, share of individuals beneficiary has decreased to 16.2. No, it has actually increased. I don't remember how much, but it has increased, right? Yes, it has, remember, to 71.2. It has not decreased. So the share of individual beneficiary workers on individual land has significantly increased under Manrega to 71.2%. It has not decreased. Next, according to the economic survey, India is which number of largest cement producer in the world? Tell me, anyone? India is which number of largest cement producer in the world? India is second largest cement producer in the world. Second largest. Remember this rank. Next question. As per the economic survey, what is the share of chemical and petrochemical sector in the GVA of manufacturing sector for financial year 23? So the share will be 9.5%. Option B will be the right answer here. 9.5%. Next one, which of the following statements is incorrect regarding India's textile and apparel sector as per economic survey? टेक्सटाइल मिशन है हमारे पास, इसलिए टेक्सटाइल सेक्टर भी आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, रिमेंबर. यहाँ पर if you see, India is the largest exporter of textiles and apparels industry globally. No, India is 6th largest exporter of textiles and apparel. So remember, India is not the largest exporter of textiles. India is the 6th largest here. तो अगर आप देखेंगे explanation, 6th largest होना चाहिए. Yes, 6th largest exporter is India is in terms of textile and apparel sector. Next one. According to economic survey, what is India's rank in terms of share in global services exports? Services exports में हमारा जो contribution है उसके लिए इंडिया का क्या rank है? Services exports में we rank at 7th position. Option C. Okay, 7th position. Remember. Then next question. Which app was developed by C. to provide secure call and chat for sharing text, image, audio and video files? एक ऐप अभी recently develop किया था C. ने secure call and chat के लिए, if you want to share some video or text. So the correct answer, if you look at the options, will be Samvad only, right? The option A, Samvad. Samvad was developed by C. for this purpose. Next question, which are the top 5 states in terms of contribution to the total service sector GSVA according to the economic survey? Top 5 states. So here the top 5 states are Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. Option A is the right answer. Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. Remember. Next one. यहाँ पर आपको ये पैराग्राफ दिया है और यहाँ पर आपको फिल करना है, ठीक है? तो लेट्स सी. ऑप्शन ए, इधर क्या आएगा? आप वैसे ही मुझे बताइए क्या क्या आएगा. हम क्वेश्चंस नहीं देखेंगे, क्वेश्चन सारे यही हैं. ए बी सी डी ई एफ जी जो मेंशन्ड है, इनकी जगह क्या आएगा? As per the National Health Account estimates, total expenditure, health expenditure in India stood at 9,04,461 crores, accounting for how much percentage? A में आपको बताना है कितना परसेंटेज, तो A में आपका हो जाएगा 3.8%. अगर आप क्वेश्चन देखें, राइट, it would be 3.8%. Option D. It would be 3.8%. नेक्स्ट बी अगर आप देखें, बी में पूछा है अंडर आयुष्मान भारत योजना अराउंड हाउ मेनी करोड़ इंडिविजुअल्स आर कवर्ड विद एनुअल हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन बेनिफिट्स अप टू. सी में पूछा है हाउ मच पर फैमिली, तो कितने लोग को कवर किया है? 55 करोड़. यहाँ पर आपका आंसर होगा इन बी. ओके, रिमेंबर 55 करोड़. और बेनिफिट्स अप टू हाउ मच पर पर्सन? सो बेनिफिट वुड बी 5 लाख. आपको पता ही है ये बेनिफिट तो सबको याद है, 5 लाख, राइट? सी. डी में एज ऑफ जनवरी 1st 2025 ओवर हाउ मेनी करोड़ आयुष्मान कार्ड्स हैव बीन इशूड? तो ओवर 36.36. रिमेंबर, डी में आपका आ जाएगा 36.36 हैव बीन इशूड. ऑप्शन ई आपसे पूछ रहा है which has led to establishment of how many Ayushman Arogya Mandirs across the country? कितने आयुष्मान आरोग्य मंदिर हैं across the country? So they will be 1,75,560. 1,75,560 मंदिर्स. ओके, आयुष्मान आरोग्य मंदिर 1,75,560. रिमेंबर दैट. एंड फाइनली अगर हम देखें, एफ आपसे पूछ रहा है the PMAB Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission was launched in, you have to fill in the blank. So F is asking for this blank. It was launched in 2021. And then G 21 होगा यहाँ पर। जी आपसे पूछ रहा है एडिशनली नीति आयोग नेशनल स्ट्रेटजी फॉर आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस रिलीज्ड इन अगेन which of the year proposed the use of AI and robotics in healthcare? जी आपका हो जाएगा 2018। तो ये कुछ डेटा था, आप याद रख सकते हैं। एंड ऑल दीज क्वेश्चंस दे आर ABCDEFG ओनली। इसमें वही पूछा है जो अभी हमने फिल इन किया। सो दिस वाज अ सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, आई एम नॉट काउंटिंग इट इनटू 100, राइट? सो लेट्स मूव अहेड। Question number 80. According to economic survey, okay, so according to economic survey, how many individuals were employed in the MSME sector India? MSME बहुत important है, बताइए। According to economic survey, how many people were employed in the MSME? Very very important. MSME is important. 23.24 crores. Remember, option B will be the right answer here. Next question. Which of the following statements about the revamped credit guarantee scheme is incorrect? Revamped credit guarantee scheme के बारे में कौन सा स्टेटमेंट इनकरेक्ट है? आपको इनकरेक्ट बताना है। So the incorrect one is C. Credit limit जो है for guarantee coverage, it has been increased from 1 to 5 crores. No, it has been increased from 2 to 5 crores. Remember, option C is the incorrect option here. It has been increased from 2 to 5 crores. Okay, remember that. Next, which of the following is incorrect regarding foreign direct investment in India for financial year 25 from April to September? So if you see, insurance sector received highest FDI, that is true, but over 80% it is not true. It is over 62 something, right? तो 80% जितना नहीं है, 62 है, inflows over 62%. B and अगर आप देखें C के साथ साथ ऑप्शन B, services sector witnessed $3 billion, it is somewhere 5.7. Okay, so both B and C are incorrect here. Both B and C are incorrect here. Both B and C. Next question. As per budget 25-26, what percentage of India's exports are contributed by MSME? कितना परसेंट इंडिया के एक्सपोर्ट्स में MSME कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं? वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन, एज पर द लेटेस्ट बजटरी डेटा. So remember, 45% of the contribution, 45% of the contribution. Next one. As per budget 25-26, how much have the investment and turnover limits been increased for MSME classification? Very very important. MSME classification में हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट को 2.5 और टर्नओवर को 2 टाइम्स बढ़ाया है. ठीक है, इन्वेस्टमेंट जो पहले की लिमिट्स थी दे हैव बीन इंक्रीज बाय 2.5 टाइम्स. टर्नओवर लिमिट जो है क्लासिफिकेशन के लिए हैज बीन इंक्रीज बाय 2 टाइम्स. तो ऑप्शन बी इज द राइट आंसर हियर. As per budget 25-26, what percentage of India's manufacturing output is contributed by MSMEs? MSME का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग आउटपुट में you have 36% contribution. Option C, 36%. Okay, remember. Next, as per budget again, what is the revised credit guarantee cover limit for micro and small enterprises under the new scheme? रिवाइज्ड क्रेडिट गारंटी कवर कितना है? रिवाइज्ड क्रेडिट गारंटी है आपका 10 करोड़. रिमेंबर, जो नई स्कीम है उसमें रिवाइज्ड क्रेडिट गारंटी कवर is rupees 10 crores. Option B will be the right answer here. Next question. Question number 87. As per budget 25-26, what is the new credit guarantee cover limit for startups? जो startups है उनके लिए कितना क्रेडिट गारंटी कवर है? स्पेसिफिकली दे आर आस्किंग फॉर स्टार्टअप्स हियर. तो आपको ध्यान रखना है स्टार्टअप्स के लिए इट इज रुपीज 20 करोड़. ओके, Next one, as per budget, what is the guarantee fees for loans to startups in 27 focus sectors? गारंटी फीस कितनी होगी? गारंटी फीस जो होगी आपकी, इट वुड बी 1%, रिमेंबर. ओके, ऑप्शन बी 1%. Next one, as per budget 25-26, what is the loan limit under the scheme for first time entrepreneurs? जो first time entrepreneurs हैं उनके लिए loan limit क्या है? So it would be 2 crores for the first time entrepreneurs. Option B will be the right answer. Okay, 2 crores, remember. Next one, as per the KV Kamath Committee recommendation, MSMEs can file one-page registration form that would constitute a self-declaration format, under which MSME will self-certify its existence, and they will be provided with UAN. So you have to tell me the full form of UAN here. What does UAN stands for? What does UAN stands for? UN stands for, tell me. It would stand for उद्योग आधार नंबर, ऑप्शन डी, राइट. उद्योग आधार नंबर याद रखना है आपको, उद्योग आधार नंबर. केवी कामत कमेटी ने रेकमेंड किया था. नेक्स्ट, which of the following is not among the 5 focus areas of National Manufacturing Mission launched to further make in India? Yeah, so correct answer here is green energy exports, option A. Okay, green energy exports. Next one, what are the focus areas? Ease in cost of doing business, future ready workforce, vibrant dynamic MSME, availability of technology, quality products. Next question, which of the following is not one of the 4 key pillars of India's foreign trade policy as outlined for enhancing trade and employment? FTP का pillar नहीं है. Which of the following? So the correct answer will be option D, promotion of foreign direct investment in agriculture. Okay, promotion of foreign direct investment in agriculture. Option D is not there. If you look at the 4 pillars, it is incentive to remission, export promotion through collaboration with exporters, ease of doing business and reduction in transaction cost, focus on emerging areas like e-commerce, developing districts as export hubs, and etc. While FDI in agriculture is not one of the pillar approach. Next one, as per India's foreign trade policy, what is the total export target set for 2030? With equal contribution from merchandise and services exports, the target stands at $2 trillion. Okay, the correct answer will be $2 trillion, option A, $2 trillion. Next one, as per foreign trade policy, which of the following towns has not been newly designed as a town of export of excellence? Which is not there in the town of export of excellence. So Kanpur is not there. Option B will be the answer here. Kanpur is not among them. You have Faridabad, Mirzapur, Moradabad and Varanasi. Okay, remember these names. Next question, as per the revised status category in FTP, what is the minimum export performance required to be recognized as 1-star export house? So here it would be $3 million. Okay, $3 million US. Option C will be the right answer here. $3 million US. Next, in the context of India's foreign trade policy and export control regime, what does letter O stands for in the SCOMET? SCOMET में O क्या है? So you need to remember what is a SCOMET. SCOMET stands for Special Chemicals, Organisms, Materials and Equipment Technology. Okay, तो O हो जाएगा आपका organisms. Okay, O stands for organisms, option E. SCOMET stands for special chemicals, organisms, materials, equipments and technology. Next one, as per FTP, what is the estimated potential of India's e-commerce exports by the year 2030? The correct answer here will be 200 to 300 billion dollars. Option C will be the right answer. Okay. Next question. As per FTP, what is revised consignment wise cap on e-commerce exports through courier? कुरियर के थ्रू, ई कॉमर्स के थ्रू कुरियर का क्या कैप है फॉर ई कॉमर्स एक्सपोर्ट्स? It is your 10 lakh rupees. Okay, the revised cap is rupees 10 lakh. Next one, under the export promotion of capital goods scheme, what is the customs duty on import of capital goods for export production? एक्सपोर्ट प्रोडक्शन के लिए अगर आप इंपोर्ट करते हैं तो उसमें कस्टम्स ड्यूटी कितना है? उसमें आपका कस्टम्स ड्यूटी है 0, कुछ भी नहीं है, ठीक है, 0. सो ऑप्शन ए विल बी द राइट आंसर. लास्ट क्वेश्चन, अंडर द एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन कैपिटल गुड्स स्कीम, which sector is exempted from maintaining average export obligation to support technology upgrades? The correct answer here will be dairy sector, right? Option E, dairy sector is the right answer. So these were top 100 MCQs for all of you, and we have tried to cover all these topics in the module A, like FTP, like PSL, like MSMEs, Sustainable Development Goals, poverty, unemployment, planning, NITI Aayog, and lot of topics, right? Economic survey related, latest data, related to social infrastructure, National Family Health Survey, all of them have been incorporated. So I hope it will help you in the revision. Thank you so much for staying tuned and have a good day. Thank you.